Hi guys, this is the M8 smartwatch. I just bought it from eBay for less than £20. The beautiful thing about this is that it has this magnetic strap, so no matter how thick your hand is, your wrist is, it will match it. It's really, it's quite sturdy. It's not slipping. And this also helps with making it, making the watch adhere very well to your wrist and taking the good measurements. Now we'll talk about the measurements, in a few moments, because there's something tricky about this watch, because it takes pulse measurements and blood pressure measurements, even if the watch isn't on a hand or on a live object, on a live being. But there is also, I researched into it, and they say that the Apple Watch does the same, Samsung Watch does the same. So I think it's something normal. It's just how the technology works. So starting with the watch, it only has one sensor. This is here. I'm not sure you can see it. It's a little circular thing, the only thing that you can touch in this watch. So if you touch it, you'll get to exercise, others. This is the home screen. So if I long press, I think I can change the way it looks. See, I long press, it looks something different. Shows me the steps that I've done, or different things, sports. This should be measuring the number of steps and calories. This watch doesn't seem to be that accurate in what it says. It's just a cheap watch, but it's better than nothing. Here it shows how much I slept. I don't know what this does, how it measures how much I slept, because I slept during the day and it wasn't counting. Somehow in the app, in the Bluetooth app installed on the smartphone, you're telling the smartphone the times that you used to sleep, so the interval that is your usual interval of sleep, and probably it checks during that interval if you're still, if you're not doing movements or stuff, and then it'll count that as sleeping. Then let's go to heartbeat. See, this is the heartbeat. So if I long press to measure, it will start to measure something. I'm not sure how accurate it is, because sometimes I'm running and it shows 50, 60 beats per minute. Sometimes I'm in bed and it shows 80. I'm relaxed and it shows 80. Now it shows 63, 61. It should be fine because I'm relaxed. I'm not doing anything. I'm not after sports. But if I'll take it from my hand, I'll take this watch, you'll see that it still shows something. Sorry, this is nice. So I'll take it away. Oh, now it wants to show that it's smart. Let's do it again. No, let's put it on something. For example, I'll take the box. I'll put it on the box. And now let's start measuring. Let's see. It should come up with a pulse. I thought about this in every way. So right now you would think, if it starts showing some pulse, maybe it's my hand on the box, vibrating somehow, or maybe it's the light wave or something. But it's not that. It's just the watch itself that does that. I put it in total darkness and somewhere where there was no light, no vibration, and it's doing the same thing. So this is a weird thing. It's doing the same thing with the blood pressure. Let's check that also. Let's check the blood pressure. Okay, so, wow, my heart was racing when I wasn't wearing it. So this is the blood pressure. I'll long press. This is a bit scary because before realizing that this watch is measuring no matter if you're holding it on your wrist or putting it on a dead chicken, it's measuring something. I got a bit worried because it was showing that my blood pressure is normal, but in the high end of normal. So it was saying you need to improve your diet and stuff. I'm sure that's just a trick that is valid for everyone. Everyone can have a better diet, is it? Let's see, nothing comes up yet, but it will. The beautiful thing about this watch is that you can install a smartphone app that comes in its instructions, and the app instructs the smartwatch to take your pulse and heartbeat every hour, plus the oxygen levels in the blood. So 121 with 75. I think this is a bit high. I'm not sure. Anyway, we have another measurement here. This is the oxygen in the blood. This is amazing, isn't it? There are not many smartwatches that can do this, and I was thinking, is it fake? Is it real? Maybe it's fake because same thing as with the, it measures when you're not wearing it. But I think this is not a fake watch because Apple does the same. Apple Watch does the same. You can find it on YouTube, little videos where they take the heartbeat of a dead chicken or of an object, the heart rate. So generally it shows that my heart rate is high when I'm running. My heart rate is low when I'm sitting. Generally. But then we didn't know by GPS when I'm moving fast towards something, and then we'll say, oh, this guy must be, his heart rate must be high or something. But anyway, it seemed to me that it was measuring fine generally. The oxygen here, is it real? It's like I don't have coronavirus right now. So I should be having almost 100%. I'm not sure. Exercise. Long press to enter. Let's see what this does. Oh, so it's a stopwatch. If I'll click it again. No, it's not a stopwatch. Let's see. It just counts. Oh, so it's a stopwatch. Somehow to count towards your daily exercise. Okay, so how do I get out of here? This must be stop, and maybe if I long press, it'll get out of here. Oh, it's reset it, and now I long press. A bit tricky having only one control button, is it? I have no idea. So now I'll show you how do you charge this thing. I've used it about 2 weeks by now, and I can tell you that wearing it all the time and looking at it from time to time and it measuring my pulse and stuff every hour, communicating with the Bluetooth app on my smartphone, it holds for 4 days, no problem, the battery. And this is the charger. As you can see, it's a USB charger with a clip. Yeah, and you just plug it in some device that can give some USB power, and then you put the watch has on its back. See these two elements, metal, pins, and then it has to touch these ones. It's easy because it's kind of sliding in. See, I didn't have to match anything, or it just slides in the right position and it starts to charge. Maybe now it didn't. Anyway, it's very easy. I usually get it. I didn't get it this time. Maybe it was the wrist watch, the strap. So this usually takes an hour or something. It's very quick, and I think it's convenient in every way. So thank you very much. This was my presentation. If you have any questions, I can do more tests or answer more questions about this thing.